Hey guys, Matt here. So today I'm going to bring you a guide on how to kill Glacors with range. This is kind of difficult, but it seems way faster than maging in EOC, and since old maging was much faster with the Steel Titan and all that, this is kind of a new method. I got the idea off somebody's thread on forums, and I just thought I'd test it out, and it works great. So without further ado, I'm going to be showing a few clips and voicing over with kind of exactly what I do during each kill. Alright, enjoy. Alright, so first things first. This is the gear setup that I use for ranging Glacors. It's full void and royal crossbow with royal bolts. And the next thing I'm going to show you is the action bar setup. I use this action bar right here. And this is anticipation, resonance, preparation, freedom. Resonance and preparation are not used at all. The next line is piercing shot, ricochet, snipe, and fragmentation shot. The next line is snapshot, rapid fire, bombardment, and dead shot. The three abilities that you're going to be mainly using are piercing shot, rapid fire, and bombardment, and I will get into that as I continue the video. So I'm going to start off by walking through the first two Glacier kills. I renewal and overload, turn on Anguish and Soul Split, and attack the Glacier using Piercing Shot and then Ricochet, and I drink an Adrenaline Potion as well. Piercing Shot again, and then I use Rapid Fire. And immediately after Rapid Fire is used up, I use Piercing Shot again, and then the Glacites come out. I use Ricochet on the Enduring Glacite, Fragmentation Shot, and then Bombardment, which kills two Glacites here. And I finish off the sapping. Once the sapping's dead, rapid fire is recharged, and I use rapid fire on the Glacier itself, and then finish off with an assortment of basics. The first Glacier is actually really difficult to kill because you start at 0 adrenaline, and with range abilities you want to stay in the threshold level because there are so few to choose from. So after not hitting here, the Glacier finally dies after using Snapshot. I usually follow up Rapid Fire with Snapshot. And immediately I attack the next Glacier using Rapid Fire. And Piercing Shot, and then Frag Shot. And then Snipe. I didn't even bother avoiding that Icicle because it doesn't really matter that much. And here I'm just using basics, and once the Glacites come out, I do exactly what I did before. I use Ricochet on the Enduring Glacite, and then Fragmentation Shot on the Enduring Glacite, and then Bombardment again. And then I just use basics to finish off the other Glacites. I try to kill the sapping first, but it doesn't really matter if the sapping or unstable dies, as long as the Enduring Glacite dies before both of them, or at least not last. So then I use Rapid Fire again on the Glacier, and use pretty much basics just to finish it off. And there you have it, that's the first two kills. So pretty much from Glacier to Glacier, it's about the same thing. You start off with Rapid Fire, and then you use basics until the Glacier calls its Glacites. And once the Glacites are called, you can use Ricochet or Piercing Shot. I try to use Ricochet on the Enduring Glacite, and that hits the other two as well most of the time. And then Fragmentation Shot on the Enduring works well as well. And then the must-have, the must-use is Bombardment. Bombardment when all three Glacites are around you. Very rarely will it kill all three, but it is possible. I've had it happen before if there are 3 critical hits. So pretty much what you want to do is, as soon as Bombardment's used, then you focus on whatever Glacite needs to die first, which is the Enduring Glacite dies first, obviously. And then I try and focus on the sapping, but sometimes the unstable dies first, but it really doesn't matter that much. The Prayer Drain, you're killing them so fast, it really doesn't matter. So once the Glacites are dead, you use Rapid Fire, and then more basics. I try to follow up Rapid Fire with Snapshot, as I said before, but it doesn't always work out, so yeah. Anyways, some things you want to keep in mind. Don't use ultimates. Ultimates will put your adrenaline at 0, and then you'll have to work your way up back to threshold level in order to do the serious damage to the Glacier. Now, if you manage to kill the Enduring Glaciate last, which will have your damage against the Glacier, then you want to make sure you use Deadshot and Rapid Fire, anything to kill that Glacier really fast, and that's what the adrenaline potions in my inventory are for. For when you make mistakes, that's when you want to drink the adrenaline potion right after using an ultimate, and that's the only time you ever should use Deadshot. Incendiary Shot used to hit 10,000, which was actually a pretty good ultimate to use on Glaciers, but they lowered the cap to 5,000, so it's pretty crappy, and that's why I use Deadshot now. So something to keep in mind when you're killing Glaciers with range. Her magic attack can actually freeze you and interrupt rapid fire, and if this happens, then you're kind of shit out of luck. So what you want to make sure you do is, if she is currently maging, wait till her magic attack hits you, and then use rapid fire. That way, when her next magic attack comes, most of the damage from rapid fire has already been dealt, and it won't be interrupted and cause you to have kind of a blank spot where you're not doing very much damage. So to ensure maximum kills per hour, there are 3 things that you must do. The first thing is make sure you use rapid fire twice on every Glacier, once at the beginning of each kill and once after the minions are dead. The reason for this is because rapid fire is the best threshold for attacking a single target that you can possibly use in the game, especially for Glaciers. The second thing you must do is use bombardment on the minions. Bombardment is the best area of effect attack for ranging and will ensure that you down the Glaciates as soon as you can and deal maximum damage. The third thing that you must do is make sure you cycle your abilities wisely. You should always use Piercing Shot every other ability due to its short cooldown, and the fact that it is an ability will continue to do maximum damage. So you may be asking yourself, how many Glaciers can you actually kill per hour with this method? This is the last Glacier kill in the trip of 30 minutes that I did with 1 Flasked Overload and 1 Flasked Renewal. This is also the 30th Glacier killed. That means I'm killing them at a rate of 1 per minute. Before the evolution of combat, using a Steel Titan and Mage and meleeing the minions for me was roughly 60 to 70 kills per hour, with the average being about 64 kills per hour. So killing 60 per hour in EOC is pretty good, especially with range. You shouldn't need any food for Glaciers when you're ranging. Soul Split should heal you everything you need. Now, if you fall below a certain hit points that makes you uncomfortable, it may be good just to have a couple sharks or maybe some brews in your inventory just in case. So at the top you can see as I kill the 30th Glacier I have 199.6k XP gained, and that puts this method at almost 400k per hour gained for the ranged skill. I hope you all enjoyed this guide, and be sure to share it with anyone needing a good Glacier method, high range XP per hour, or even just charms for summoning. If you have any questions, perhaps I missed something, be sure to leave a comment. See you next time.